Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We're in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You look at the Bulls. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
This is really a good team, Kevin. I mean, not only is it a good team, but it's a fun team to watch. And it's really nice to see them put it all together. This is a fun basketball team and a really good one as well.
Well, they've grabbed a lot of people's interest lately for sure. We're hearing a lot of talk about them, and it's all for the right reasons. Between the fans, the media, they're getting plenty of attention, and they deserve it. They're a good squad.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Monty Eunice out there with McDermott, and it's Noah in at the center position. Butler passes to Rose. Butler sets a screen for Rose. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And you know what was most impressive? They've wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
And the Bulls with another miss. For Detroit, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Chan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. The Dudes got the first points up on the board here for Detroit.
That's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
Rose dishes to Butler. Back to Rose. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. McDermott kicks to Butler. Butler missing again.
Well, I hope they start getting warmed up here soon. That's 0 for 4 to this point.
Here's Chan. They grab their own miss. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
Thanks, Doris.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Noah. Out left to the wing. McDermott passes to Rose. Three-pointer, Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler. Pistons leading by 4. Irving dishes to Monroe. It's Ellis on the wing. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington. Here's Chan. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. The Dudes got 5.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Rose kicks to McDermott. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now, here is Monroe. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Irving against Rose. Kicks to Butler. Noah with a screen on Ellis. It's Butler that time on the assist by Rose.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Pistons leading by 5. It's stolen by Rose. Now here's McDermott. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's the dude, the kick out to Irving. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now here's Butler. He had 22 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
He put a lot of pressure on his opponent defensively, too. He had 3 steals in that game.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Kicks it out to Ellis. The dish to Irving. Passes it to Chan. He feeds it to Ellis. Now Monroe. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Rose. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Miami.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit. And you know, that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 6. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game. Quick review here, looking at some numbers for Derrick Rose. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take and just shatter it with his ability.
Bulls trail by 6. Butler kicks it to Noah. Noah with a screen for Rose. Six on the shot clock. Here's Butler. Again, Chicago.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Ellis. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The kick out to Irving. Now the pass to Chan. Feeds it to Drummond. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
The first one falls. McLemore's checked in for the Bulls. And both free throws good for Drummond. Bulls trail by 6. Butler passes to Noah. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Noah with a screen on Irving. Rose dishes to Noah. Butler on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Chan. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Pistons, number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
Ellis, the pass to Chan. Back to Ellis. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Shoots. Gets it to fall. And the bucket from Chan. The dude's got 10.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Outside Rose. Butler on the wing. Back to Rose. That's good. Rose has got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Butler with the steal. By himself, the coast-to-coast dunk.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
Well, that's the best way to get that early offense, Clark. As soon as you come up with a steal, just sprint the other direction.
Here's Chan. Here's Monroe. Misses from short range. Bulls trail by 4. Butler attacking. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And with a quick chance here, let's take a look now at some of the numbers for McLemore. 18th in three-point shooting. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top in free throw percentage.
And, Steve, you listed his ranking in three-point field goal percentage. I mean, he knows when to pull the trigger from out there and when to wait for a better look. I think discretion and discipline is really a big part of being a high-quality and high-percentage shooter.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Bulls trail by 5. Dishes to Noah. He kicks it to McLemore. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Detroit's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. The kick out to Irving. And the 3 off target. Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. McLemore, the pass to Galloway. He dishes it to Snell. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And so here is Chicago. After the three-pointer from Chan, shots good by McLemore.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
No good from Chan. Bulls trail by 4. There's the pick. In the corner, it's McLemore. And the 3 ball is good. McLemore's got 7 points in the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Pistons shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Pass to Chan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 15 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options.